Hi everyone, my name is Kendrick and welcome to Travel and Live Free. In this video, we're going to cover my country number 18 to visit every single country in the world, and that country is Brunei. Now, I know I skipped over country number 17, which is Singapore, which I'll cover next time, but my stop in Singapore was so brief, so I'm not going to cover it right now. I will go back there again and explore it more before making a more thorough video about it. So right now we're gonna go with Brunei, and when I went to Brunei, I actually had a long transit because I just finished my Africa part of my 1-year trip around the world, and we had a 40-hour transit time starting from Cape Town to Johannesburg, Johannesburg to Perth, Perth to Singapore, and then I had an overnight short layover in Singapore where I just found a local hostel and I stayed there for about 6 hours before going back to the airport and flying to Brunei. So by the time we got to Brunei, me and Karen were dead tired. We were so exhausted. Now, one thing to keep in mind with Brunei is that they do use Singapore dollars. So their Brunei dollar is pegged with Singapore dollar. And I actually recommend you bring the Singapore dollar instead because that's more flexible. So because when you leave Brunei, you won't be able to use the Brunei dollars. Now, leaving the airport was a pretty quick experience. We just exchanged some money, got some Brunei dollars, used the ATM machine to do that, found a taxi. Now, Brunei's not a cheap country. It's actually pretty expensive. And so the taxi price wasn't cheap. I don't remember how much it cost, but it wasn't cheap at all. Took us to a local hotel, which was just like, you know, a 2-star hotel. It wasn't the nicest hotel in the world. Good service, but it wasn't the nicest hotel. But anyways, me and Karen were too dead tired to think about it, so we just passed out. And the first night we were just kind of just dead. You know, we ate at a local restaurant just across the street, but otherwise we were just too dead to think about it. The next day though, that's when we decided that we would explore Brunei. And I know a lot of people didn't have a good experience with Brunei, especially with their very strict laws, but I actually didn't mind Brunei at all. I thought it was a decent experience. We ate at a local eatery, which had some pretty good food actually, and we had some local. We just paid them some money to take us to the city, and they gave us a big discount. And we also got a chance to explore the palace, which you'll see soon in my video blog. And I took Karen to her first ever Jollibee, which was an awesome experience for her because she's never seen a Jollibee before, and it doesn't taste the same as Philippines, to be honest with you, but you know, it's there if you want to eat Jollibee, I guess. So anyways, we're gonna start this video on our first part of our trip, which is checking out the restaurant in Brunei, and then after exploring the city. Okay, so me and Karen are in Brunei right now. We're just eating at this nice restaurant. She's having her food right now. There she is. And in a bit, we're gonna be taking the water taxi and hopefully explore this awesome city of Brunei. So me and Karen are is in our hotel right now. We're staying at, what's this place called? Ultima or something?
Something like that.
Anyways, we forgot the name of the hotel. I'll come back to that later. We're just geared up to go out and explore the city. There's a huge rain right now, so I'm wearing a huge rainproof jacket right now. And then Karen is also geared up for the weather. I'm just gonna quickly open the window so you can see what's going on into the rain. So it's raining outside right now. It's slowed down a little bit, so that's good. But we're gonna be taking a boat in the river, taking something called the water taxi, and we're gonna go to the Sultan's Mosque. Anyways, hopefully we can see something, and hopefully it's safe for us to take the water taxi. Anyways, we'll come back here soon. Okay, so we just reached the palace, and we're gonna go explore. Here's the famous boat here in Brunei, so we're just gonna go check it out. So we're checking out the boat right now. It's under renovation. I don't think it's a real boat. I think it's just for decor.
It'd be really cool if the boat could sail.
Yeah, it's for just decor purposes. Saying goodbye to the mosque as I'm walking off and going to the next destination. It's been awesome, and me and Karen love Brunei.
Yeah.
So after eating at Jollibee and Karen having her first taste of Jollibee in Asia, Like I said, it's not the same as Philippines, but they do have Jollibee in Brunei. We actually realized that we ran out of money and we ended up having to walk all the way home, which was a long walk from the city center. And it turns out it was quite a fun adventure because we were walking on the side of the road and we're walking on like this little path right here. Well, not really a path, it's more like a little cement block, like right at the edge of the road so that we don't get hit by cars. And that was quite a neat experience. The next day, we actually had to call a taxi to take us to the port that we would be taking because we're gonna take a boat to go to Malaysia next. And because we didn't have any money, it was such a close call too. We get to the ticketing station, I'm withdrawing money and Karen is lining up to buy a boat ticket to take us to Malaysia. And by the time she got to the front of the ticket booth, that's when the money that I was withdrawing just came out and I gave her the money and then she paid for our ticket. And that was the last ticket to the boat. Oh my god, we got so lucky. It was one of those like crazy travel experiences. Anyways, I personally had a good time in Brunei. Would I go back there? Yeah, I wouldn't mind going back there. If I'm in the area already, why not? Because it's pretty neat, you know. The only thing I don't like is it's not a cheap travel destination. You know, for the money that you're spending, I think you're better off to go to Malaysia because it's cheaper there. And there's a lot of similarities between Malaysia and Brunei, except Malaysia's a lot better. So I know a lot of Brunei people might get mad hearing that, but that's just my opinion. Anyways, that's about it for this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your comments below. And don't forget to sign up to the Travel and Live Free newsletter where you can get a 10-step cheat sheet on how to travel around the world. You'll also get the latest tips and strategies on how to save money on travel for Canadians, how to do adventure around the world travel for Canadians, and how to get more freedom in your life using travel as a Canadian. You can sign up to the newsletter in the description below. Until then, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.